welcome back to Star Citizen. This video is going to be a bit more in depth, so it's going to be a wee bit more about the game itself, my thoughts so far. Obviously, I'm not going to be drawing any long-term conclusions because this is the first release of an alpha, and to do anything kind of final or is ludicrous, so that's not going to be what happens. Hello. I had a wee bit of a bug there, my helmet not quite doing what I wanted it to. In any case, I kind of want to switch to that. It's just going to be me talking through a few of the things that I've noticed. Not a bug report, there are plenty of them, and I'm sure we'll find some as we go along, but this is not going to be doing that, because that's what the forums are for, etc. This is purely more in terms of the look, the feel, and general impressions you've got. So I know a few of you will be on the bench when it comes to purchasing. Obviously, inside ships, small ships like this is going to feel a little cranky because there's not much room to walk about. However, it is really awesome that you have that space to walk about. Yeah, I mean, I love this chair, this swivel chair, and the upholstery. Basically, I love my ship. This thing's great. This all looks awesome, and my cup holders, as you can see, they're just going to be great when I have that kind of deep space coffee. In any case, this menu I like. It's simple, so yeah, it's effective. I'm gonna just jump into free flight for now, just so I can show you some of the movement and flying, and report back on some of the things I've noticed within the game from that. So that should be hopefully fairly informative, because there's some issues that I think. Not issues as such, maybe definitely considerations, especially if you're like me and are definitely on the end of a joystick rather than a mouse. I suppose it's important if you're on the end of a mouse as well, it's just I'm taking it from an angle of someone who plays with a joystick, because I'm cool. Now I'm not going to make you watch the menu. Okay, here we are. So this is free flight. I've noticed sometimes in my gameplay that my missiles, I can't arm them even with my mouse wheel, sort of thing, which is annoying. In any case, that's just something you have to deal with. This is mouse flying. You'll see that because you can watch this cursor in the middle being moved about. This is when someone's using their mouse to fly. I personally think it's silly. Why would you join a flight sim to fly with a mouse? Now there are some considerations you need to make here. A lot of people are saying this is kind of like a point and click fest, as in, look, it's shooting exactly where my mouse is, which is incredibly frustrating when you have a joystick. That shouldn't necessarily be the case. Now I'm gonna go straight on the joystick because that's what I'm here for. This is yaw. This is what you call yaw. So I'm gonna slow down. There we go. I'm not moving. This is yawing. Turning left and turning right, as if there was a pencil. Kind of, I was on like a metal rod that could turn round, and it wouldn't let me move up or down or wherever. It's just left and right. That's yaw. Now that's incredibly quick. If you look, pitch up and pitch down, and then roll left, and then roll right. I have found that even with this joystick, when I'm engaging in combat, there's a huge emphasis on yawing. Now for me, I don't really like that, because I prefer the realistic flight model where you're rolling and then you're pulling up to turn. So I wanted to turn right here, I would roll, and then I'd pull up, like that. Whereas in fact, in what you find in this combat is you usually say there's an enemy to my left, I'm just going to turn left with the yaw. And that's super easy. So hopefully, I mean, the more I've been experimenting, the more I've been kind of doing a combination of both, like so. But I still, yeah, we'll see. In any case, flying is kind of tough to an extent, in that it is Newtonian physics. As you can see, I'm actually flying down at the moment, because of the momentum I had from flying down there, and I turned around and it didn't just negate it. See, it's something you need to get used to. It isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. Now, in any case, that's enough for this. I'm going to return to the hangar, and I'm going to take us straight into a little bit of combat. Not much, because I'm going to be doing plenty of streams and probably more videos of this. This is just to discuss some of the other things that I've been thinking about while I've been playing. That was purely just the kind of the controlling of the joystick rather than the mouse, whereas the next part is going to be more of general wishy-washy feelings when it comes to the game itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on Drone Sim, and then we're going to go ahead and click on Vandal Swarm, and we'll just keep it on the Broken Moon map for now. So I won't make you watch this loading screen because it's boring as hell. Oh, armor here. There we go. So, first things first, the game looks amazing. Let's be honest, this game looks incredible. It really does. Look at me there in my cockpit. The combat needs work. It's the first iteration of an alpha, so I would expect nothing less and nothing more. Nothing more being the important word there. What I was surprised about, and I'm really enjoying, is the meatiness of the energy weapons. Quite often in games like this, you'll find that lasers are very much pew 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 and do absolutely nothing. Whereas in this, especially my laser cannons, like listen to that, it's really kind of a really meaty sound, and the damage they do is really good. So obviously my my Gatling is a little less because it's a little less powerful, but for the most part, the combat feels a lot more meaty than you necessarily get from a video as such, which is nice when you're actually in the cockpit. You feel like you've got some really powerful arsenals at your disposal. What I have found is that I can't actually lock on with my missiles. I don't know why this is. I've been trying to use, because obviously I'm using a joystick, there's no button for it, but trying to like select with mouse button. Oh, there we go. Oh wow, yeah, it works this time. I'm about to complain about it and yet it worked. Huh. Excuse me. Apologies about that, that's embarrassing, getting a full message right in the middle. And I completely lost track of what I was going to say. Wow, is that really the closest?
Initiated.
No, there's only one left. Yes, meaty sounds, meaty combat, which is nice. I hope they're going to improve that. The sound quality could be better, so hopefully that will be improved with time, but it's passable. I'd say a little bit more than passable. It's good, but I would still prefer a wee bit more, just to especially to the weapons when you're firing them. You want to feel like you're in control of a proper dangerous machine. What else? So we've done visuals, which are incredible. Nothing more needs to be said. I mean, look at it. It is incredible. The one worry I have is that I've seen videos of folk flying in the third person, and apparently this is actually a valid tactic that does actually work. That should never ever be the case in a flight sim that takes itself seriously. Third person flying is just a big no-go. There are many reasons for this. I'm not going to get into that debate now, but just take my word for it for now. Go read up on it more if you're interested in why that is. But so that's maybe an issue. But obviously, first iteration of first alpha, none of these issues are necessarily game breaking, as in they will never be fixed or changed. Everything here is subject to change, including even the RTASs, to be honest, to an extent. This currently, what you're seeing, I probably should have said this before, is single player only. So this is a kind of a horde mode they have at the moment as something they released to tide the majority of folk over. So it's just me and a couple of AI buddies over there, Vixen and Warlord, taking on a bunch of Vandal, who are the main kind of alien race in the game, who aren't necessarily too friendly with humanity. Their ships have, like, if you look at the design there on the top right, they actually have like a built-in kind of blade, and as part of their design, which is used for ramming and things. These guys are pretty brutal. But in any case, oh, I just chopped this blade off. In any case, this design, so this mode is purely to get yourself into the cockpits and get fighting while they polish the multiplayer off. The multiplayer is released, but currently only to 250 players. They're going to be scaling that up as they move forward with this build and new builds. I should be one of the earlier ones because of how close I backed. I've been in contact with them to make sure I get an early place because I'm like that. So I've sent an email and I've had some feedback from that. You can piss right off with your orange red lasers. This guy is too close to me. Oh wow, shields down, shields down. That was my stern shields going down, and then I took a hit on the stern shield and immediately took some proper damage there. Who's shooting at me? Oh wow, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. How awesome is that? Damage is there. That system... Oh right, okay, we need to get away from this thing because that's going to be doing me damage. Oh, let's escape. Let's get away from it. That's why I'm be rumbling. Oh wow. Huh. Didn't realize these guys fired missiles. In any case, so that's going to be scaled up. I should be there in the beginning, so you'll be seeing that content as soon as it's able. You can both do co-op in this mode with friends, but then you'll also be able to do kind of a competitive small number of players versus players. Again, that will also be scaled up as times go on because they're eventually going to be wanting to combine. Wow, I pressed the wrong button there. Unfortunately, that's what you get with the on-map controls. Flare is the other side. In any case, yeah, that will also be scaled up because they're wanting to get kind of boarding mechanics and first-person shooting within this Arena Commander module. Oh god, oh dear. Yeah. I just got brutalized. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump out of the ship. There we go. I evacuated. Yep. I'm free. Let's see if we can find Battlestar Galactica style and watch the combat. There we go. You all know the episode I'm talking about. Basically, I'm looking forward to that because obviously having a bunch of friends working together, boarding actions alongside fights like this is going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. There's no other way about it but looking at it. Right, what else? Not much else really. I mean, obviously this is very limited and very lame. But other than the fact that I'm actually really enjoying it, as you probably can tell with the amount of footage I've put up, there's not much more to say. I mean, the enjoyability is probably all that counts in the end. Do you enjoy it? Yes, therefore it's worthwhile. If you haven't already, I would recommend backing. This is an incredible project, so community driven. It's one of the only games I've seen being really built from the ground up as a we build this game because we want it to be awesome and you want it to be awesome, therefore let's all work together to make it awesome. The feedback, I think they could be better in terms of information distribution towards their community, but that's just me speaking. I'm by no means representing a large majority of the populace when I say that, I'm sure. Oh, piss off. Ow, took a missile hit. I was in the middle of an asteroid field, so I couldn't do too much fancy maneuvering without losing various parts of my ship to crashing. Where are you? Are you flying about in that field? You are as well. Okay, come here then. I'll take you on. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more to say. I'm not going to even pretend to see if there's anything more real or important to mention other than the fact that this game is awesome so far, and it's going to be even more incredible when it comes out. If you have any information, I would recommend watching my videos because I do kind of drop information hits in terms of the content and different things to expect from the module and what my experiences are, so yeah. Also, I am... Oh god, that's going to be a horrible crash. Trying to think while you're flying is difficult. In any case, I am streaming this. I have a Twitch account now, and I will be streaming other games. So hopefully, I'll start streaming other games as well. But in any case, I'm probably just that's about it. Check the Twitch channel. I'll be linking it somewhere on the YouTube page and making kind of announcement videos for when I do end up streaming things. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. Other than Let's kill some more things.
Stern shielding at half
Ow.
strength. Proximity alert.
Wow, I'm so...
Clusters.
Huh. Crashed into the side and died. In any case, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again next time.